What's going on, reviewers? I'm Stephen Strange. I'm the world's best physician. And he's...
I thought you were trying to do Reagan for a second. What is he doing?
trying to do Cumberbatch's New York accent.
Not even a little bit.
Good morning, Vietnam! You are a toy!
My sons were better men.
She wouldn't even harm a fly.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
In case you're wondering, this is going to be a spoiler-heavy episode. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers for Doctor Strange, go fuck yourself. Alright, Adam, let's start him off.
This is a good way to start off.
Yeah. What do you think
Were
about...
we supposed to clean our act up here? When we talking about, like, no more swearing?
Yeah, but we were never going to get paid for this. I don't think that was ever part of the plan. I think it was just to, get our voices out there.
Okay.
The people needed us.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
What'd you think of Doctor Strange? Again.
I liked it.
You liked it? Yeah.
So, starting from square one. What'd you think of Cumberbatch?
Cumberbatch. I think he's the Doctor Strange we deserved, but not the one we needed.
Why'd you go Batman with it?
I don't know.
They're not even that closely related. Like, power-wise.
Well, Batman doesn't have powers
Exactly.
other than powers of the mind.
He's got no powers.
He's got what was his brain? Mind brain. God damn it. But yeah, I really enjoyed Cumberbatch. I thought he was going to be the best on-screen portrayal we've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they really could have gotten anybody to be a Scott Lang, but I think Paul Rudd was great. I don't think he would say nobody else could ever play Scott Lang, but you could tell they want him to be essentially the new Stark. What'd you think?
I think you're right with the Doctor Strange thing, because like a character like Captain America, they can get any actor to do it.
I'll disagree. Go ahead.
But no, he was great. But so, what did you think initially? Like, so starting from the top of the movie. Mm-hmm. We get introduced to Dr. Strange clearly as a doctor, and he's...
Stephen Strange.
Well, I meant to say...
You could say he's quite peculiar or strange.
I would say he's pretty arrogant and full of himself. But,
we went two totally different ways.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did. But, I mean, so the characterization of him was very... I'm a arrogant asshole that will only take certain surgeries if it benefits me.
And my career.
Granted, he is... They portrayed him as, like, the best doctor.
Yes.
The best surgeon. Let me change that. So, what'd you think of them as they first portrayed him? Because at first, I kind of didn't like him. I mean,
I never not liked him. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. At first, he was that cocky asshole.
It wasn't there for me for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just didn't sit there and go, yeah, I believe Cumberbatch is an asshole. To me, the entire time, I'm just sitting there going, it's Cumberbatch.
What'd you think? Speaking of, what'd you think of his accent? Because he slipped a couple times.
He did. He definitely
times.
slips a couple times. I don't get why they couldn't have just let him do his British accent.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't fucking matter. That shouldn't fucking... Oh, he's not American! Who cares?
Like making Black Panther American.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
But then after, like we said, spoilers. So he gets in the accident, which
car accident,
which crippled his hands.
They show that in the trailer. So if you're watching this and you didn't even fucking see the trailer, you're a dumbass.
So after the crash, he's crippled, can't use his hands, and then the search begins to find a cure.
Where does he go? The land of Nanda Parbat?
I don't know what that is.
That's where Ra's al Ghul is in Arrow.
Nanda Parbat?
In Arrow, yeah.
Nanda Parbat. I haven't really watched Arrow.
No?
Not in a couple seasons.
Yeah, no, it's been bad.
I heard number 3 was bad.
3 and 4. 3 sucks. 4's okay.
Is it getting better?
Yes, this season's really good so far.
Okay. Well.
Back to Doctor Strange. If they go to Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun?
Yeah, it's something that begins with a T, right?
I have no idea.
Natal?
I don't even know what you're trying to figure out.
Where does he go?
To where?
To meet the Ancient One.
Oh, I don't know.
What is that place called?
Africa?
It begins with a T or Camartage.
Sure.
That it?
About right.
Yeah. Sure, we'll call it that. That's where he ends up going to find his medicine, and he meets the Ancient One.
What do you think of them not doing the whole
Stereotypical
Asian ancient one?
What's happening?
Holy shit! What do you think of them?
I think I'm glad they went with Tilda Swinton.
Because they kind of went the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Instead of an old Asian man, they went with a balding white woman.
Yeah.
But she did great.
She killed it. She was my favorite part of the movie.
She was great.
I liked you could tell she knew things, and she played it that way so that the Ancient One isn't just, I had this plan and this. No. She loves the world. And that, spoiler alert, she dies. And the scene where she dies is one of the most powerful scenes I think Marvel has ever done in any movie. And it's way better than anything Joss Whedon tried to do with death scenes. I mean, Coulson was a throwaway death. There was no point for that.
He brought it back anyways.
Yeah, and fucking Quicksilver was just so that, again, Whedon likes to kill people. Whereas this is actually from the comics. This happens. The Ancient One dies. And the way they handled it was so incredibly powerful to me that I thought, right then and there, I was like, all right, this movie just jumped to one of my top favorite Marvel movies. I didn't need all the action it had.
That was my favorite part. Right when it started off with the very first...
Start bending the buildings.
Right, the very first, 5-10 minutes is her bending the buildings.
5-10 minutes.
About 5-10 minutes. Yeah. So it's them starting off with that it sets the tone and the pace for the movie.
Yeah.
And it was incredible.
That was visuals, man.
That was my favorite part of the whole thing was visuals. The buildings folding in on themselves.
I found it a bit weak in certain aspects, as far as storytelling. At the end of the movie, I get it. He brought time to a timeless place, but if time doesn't exist in a timeless place, how can you put time in a timeless place?
We're getting too...
you know what I'm saying?
We're getting too deep here.
It's not...
We're getting...
It's not like Rabbit Hole of Fox chronological order, but...
But I also, along with the
continuity,
special... Along with the... There you go. Yeah. Along with the special effects, I think they kind of overdid it at some points. They kept doing the whole, let's change the world upside down, and we're going to almost change the...
Speaking of that, did you catch that the reason why he calls her hypocrite?
In the beginning?
In the beginning, is because she's bending the worlds against them.
I actually want to go back and rewatch it and see if she's not in the mirror. What they called it, the mirror dimension? They called it the mirror world?
Yeah.
I can't remember if she was in that world, but if you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It would kind of fit in to what that character is.
I think she does it and then puts him in the mirror world. And then he's like, hypocrite.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. What'd you think of Calicius?
Calcius?
Calcium. What'd you think of Mads Mikkelsen?
I liked how the dark world was coming through his eyes. It's called the Dark World? What's it called?
No, that's Thor.
We were just talking about that. That's why. Yeah. What was it? Was the Dark Plane? What's it called?
Sure. Dark Plane.
The Dark Plane. You'd think we'd be more rehearsed in this.
Yeah. That's why we're good.
But the
Dormammu's Domain.
Dormammu's Domain.
Dormammu's
Dark Domain.
Dormammu's Dark Domain.
Coming through the eyes was a nice little...
Yeah.
Almost, I wouldn't even say an Easter egg, but a nice little addition to the character.
But the real MVP, that cloak, is this movie's real MVP.
That cloak was pretty awesome.
That cloak stole he's bashing the one dude's head in.
It was very Hulk Loki scene when he's bashing... Remember Puny God?
Yeah, but it's a cloak doing it to a guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was reminiscent of... what is it? Like an inanimate object that comes alive to help somebody. There's something famous for that. I can't remember what it is.
We are on the ball tonight.
I can't remember what it is. It was like, it's his pet. It likes him.
Okay.
Wants to protect them.
The weapon chooses you.
Boom. What'd you think of Wong, played by Benedict Wong.
With the whole, what was it, the Beyonce?
Yeah. Oh, the single leg.
Yeah, the Beyonce callback.
Yeah.
That was great. He was a good mixture of that straight face comedy
Yeah.
mixed with just kind of being a badass.
All right, let's get into it. Ready? What didn't you like?
The love interest.
Really?
I wanted more.
I'm gonna. Oh, okay.
Yeah, see how I turned it.
Not the
See how I turned it around on
Yeah.
you. Fucking what's her name?
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel. I want.
They fucked with her great though. Like that whole battle
Right.
of the astral body.
Which actually happens in comics. The
yeah.
assistant surgeries.
Yep, that was really good.
Also, I feel like some of the comedy kind of took away from the suspenseful, dramatic times.
Well, do you know who helped write the comedy for that movie?
Who?
Dan Harmon.
Oh.
The guy who does Rick and Morty.
Mm-hmm.
And Community.
I know.
Okay.
I know he did Rick and Morty. I didn't know he did Community.
So, there you go.
But some of the comics, when those serious scenes, when I threw in like a quick comedy jab, I mean, it was funny,
Yeah.
but it kind of took away from the dramatic.
Did it bother you that Strange kind of picked up on everything as quickly as he did?
No,
Or did you buy the
I
whole
think that's the
photographic memory?
character.
Plus, they didn't even. Here's the thing: like he's spending 6 months there. He's there for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but they didn't overpower him by the end of this too.
Well, that's the issue with movies. You have to fit 7 years worth of shit sometimes to do an hour and a half. Like that's probably Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
when Gandalf goes to try to find the ring.
Yeah. Let me tell you something right now. If you didn't know, Lord of the Rings actually takes place over like 30, 40 years.
Yeah, it takes place over a while. Like,
Because Gandalf goes to research the ring alone for 15 years.
yeah, I was gonna say it was like 12 years or something crazy like that, and in the movie it's like a week.
It's, yeah,
Like-
not even, he's like gone for an afternoon and comes back. Frodo, where's the ring?
Right. But that's the issue with movies like this.
Yeah.
Is they have to fit, a 10-ton shit into a 5-ton bowl. It's not. It doesn't really fit sometimes.
Nice.
Thanks.
Did you come up with that?
Well, no, it's a very common expression.
It is. Nobody says that.
Okay.
If you had to give this movie a rating, what would you say?
Oh, definitely go watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a Marvel movie, and every Marvel movie is fantastic.
I would say go see this movie in 3D.
Yeah, definitely go
I
see
think
it.
that's a dark horse
It's worth
rating
it.
opinion. We never really ever say 3D is an option
I hate
or required.
3D.
I hate it.
It always messes
I mean,
my
we saw
eyes.
Star Trek Beyond in 3D. That wasn't bad.
Nah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But it was, I mean, the
But
IMAX killed it with
there's-
the sound.
It's
yeah.
just the sound, though, like the 3D aspect of it.
For the visuals alone, go see this movie in 3D. It's
Dude.
insane.
For that one scene alone when he first gets, projected when she
Yeah,
gets
when
punched,
she gives him the trip, the acid
Dude.
trip.
that was some next level shit.
Yeah. There you go. If you've never done acid before, and you
Do
watch
it and
the
go
scene,
watch this fucking movie.
There you go.
Get ripped, dog.
You know what? Speaking of getting ripped.
Where's this going? Don't get ripped, please. I don't know.
Speaking of getting ripped, did you feel kind of upset that it was kind of obvious the Eye of Agamotto was going to be with Time Gem?
Kind of, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was one of the unnecessary evil. It was just
Yeah.
it's predictable, but it's hard not to do anything else.
How many have they shown us now?
There's 6 total. We're at 5.
We're at
We know
5?
of 5.
Yeah. We know where the 5 are.
Yeah. The space is in the Tesseract.
Do we know where the Tesseract is? Thor has it, right?
Thor has it.
Yeah, because he takes it at the end of Avengers. Okay.
Yeah. The Mind Stone, that was the Loki scepter.
That they put in Vision's head.
Now it's in Vision's head.
Okay.
The Reality Stone was in the Aether.
The Aether was the reality?
Yep.
Okay.
Power.
It's not even a stone, it's a liquid.
What's the stone now? The Power Stone the Nova Corps got in Guardians of the Galaxy. The Collector had it, and then
You're mortals! How? Guardians of the Galaxy.
usually random quotes that no one knows what you're talking about.
You remember?
No.
Quill's holding it. Star-Lord is holding it. Then everybody starts reaching up, and then you see the little paw reach up. Grab the hand. Rocket was helping. And he's
So-
like, and Ronan?
And the Time
The
Stone.
accuser?
The Time Stone is in that's the Eye of Agamotto. So we know of 5, and the only one that's left is the Soul Stone.
Soul Stone?
So we don't know where that one is, or where it's gonna show up.
Didn't you tell me he was spelling out Thanos at one point?
That's one of the fan theories.
Yeah.
Like it was Yeah, one of the fan theories says that all the stones and their locations spell out Thanos.
So Tesseract,
T.
Aether.
That'd be the A, the Aether.
What did they call the? I guess they call it the orb.
Yeah, the orb. That's the
Oh. And then Loki Scepter is an S, but it's not even Loki Scepter at that point.
It's Scepter. Scepter.
Vision. It's in Vision's head now. Skull.
Skin.
Skull. It's a skull. What do you call the Eye of Agamotto?
Necklace.
Shut up. That's a fucking stretch and a half.
I don't believe it, but I'm just saying. If anything, the power should be Nova.
Hang on, let me check this out.
I mean,
They're saying the theory is that Heimdall has the fucking soul gem.
yeah.
And it's in his chest plate.
Heimdall, the guy in Thor who watches over Rainbow Road, which is just a very weird name.
Rainbow Bridge.
I was thinking that's
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
It's still a very weird name for a
Yeah.
bridge. Although isn't there a Rainbow Bridge in Buffalo?
Fuck would I know?
I think it leads into Canada. I'm just saying.
The one toll booth. Can't go into Canada. Yeah. I don't believe that for a second, but what would I know? I'm just a schmuck.
You are.
Anyways, I think that pretty much sums up our take on.
Or
Dr.
we could talk
Strange.
about the very ending fight, the most symbolic and meaningful thing of the whole movie.
What?
The fucking Dormammu.
That's a spoiler. Oh, this is.
We're doing spoiler. You jackass.
Surprise! Dormammu's in the movie.
Surprise, we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
It's been a long day.
What'd you think of the ending?
Hey, but I told you already. It was weak sauce.
You told me, not them.
Was that off mic?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't get how you can bring time into a place where time doesn't exist. If you do that, wouldn't time not exist the way you're trying to use it to work? Because time is relative.
Time is relative.
So if time doesn't exist in a certain place, wouldn't the time you're trying to
Create
not exist?
Not be able to exist?
Yes.
I mean, that's the theory, I suppose. I don't know. I guess I didn't think of it that much.
Yeah, but are they saying because it's an Infinity Stone that it's that powerful?
What I enjoyed most about that final fight, I don't even want to say if I enjoyed it. It was how you saw. It was how you saw the character evolve, I guess is the best way to say it. Remember in the beginning how I said he was kind of a selfish, arrogant prick?
Yeah, and then he sacrifices
And then he
himself?
kind of sacrificed himself to die over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I guess there's a deleted scene where it shows like how he dies like literally thousands of times.
Really? That's
Yeah.
funny. But then afterwards, how he always kind of wants the credit for things. He doesn't. No one knows that he did it. Because the time keeps lapping and no one knows that he gave that sacrifice and was willing to sacrifice himself.
And that's another thing. Hang on. Here's what doesn't make sense about that. So did he just freeze reality in that time? He's not really saving reality. He's pushing pause on reality.
No, I thought everything was rewinding.
No, he rewound everything in the outworld, in our world, but like the dark dimension was still coming in, and he was in there rewinding time, you know, doing the sacrifice, but time was in a loop at that point. So
Right.
technically, everything he did, Dormammu was still...
Time gets tricky.
Yeah, well, Dormammu was still attacking the Earth at that point.
No, because he kept rewinding time.
Nope, because when he
So
comes
Earth-
back, he comes
Earth-
out of the world.
So Earth wasn't in that time bubble, I guess I'll call it?
Right.
Or was it in
But
that?
he comes back, and it's the exact moment in which he left, only like a few seconds before, and he walks up behind them instead of being in front of them. Because they show him flying off, and then he's there
I
back.
don't know.
So here's the thing. His sacrifice was literally... Nobody knows what he did because time doesn't exist in that thing, but time was technically frozen there.
I suppose.
See what I'm saying? Like,
I'd have to give that a rewatch.
it's just... That's part of the thing that I was like, okay, this movie was good, but it's just a weak story, in my opinion, because of the flaw. And from Marvel, I've come to expect better. I didn't think the villain was weak. I was happy to see Dormammu. I like Mads Mikkelsen. As
Well,
a
Marvel doesn't have a good history of good villains.
But I thought, I would argue that I think their villains don't get enough credit. I think most of the time, yes, they're either just an exact copy. But still, Jeff Bridges as Ironmonger, fucking love that shit. It was my bud. He sucked. But the story kind of lost me there because it didn't make sense.
Of the 14 Marvel films, where do you put this one?
Solid 7.
I was going to say 8, 9.
Yeah.
That range.
Yeah. I think I'd go. I love Ant-Man. I can't rank anything higher than Ant-Man. I just can't, even though I think I enjoyed Avengers 1.
Ant-Man's probably in my top 3.
And Civil War more. But I love Ant-Man.
Ant-Man's top 3.
Yeah.
My number 1 Guardians. You know how much I love Guardians. Fucking,
Over Civil War?
I fell in love with that movie. I don't know
I
what
do
to
Ant-Man Civil War, then Cap 1, then Cap 2. For sure.
I could definitely see that, yeah. But I don't know.
I love period pieces, so you know me. I love period pieces.
Something about Guardians for some reason just stuck.
Guardians would probably be number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can discuss this another time.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. If you want to check out Doctor Strange, like I said, we recommend 3D for this. This is...
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever hear us recommend 3D.
No,
this
never
might be
gonna.
the only movie.
This was incredible. It's still in theaters. I mean, this is its second week of release, third week?
Yeah, it came out
Yeah.
November 4th.
Yeah. We were a bit late getting to it, but I think it was well worth the wait. Alright, guys.
As always, he is Mike Oll.
And he is a cunt? What did I call you?
You didn't say anything.
Oh.
We just kind of started talking.
Alright, go fuck yourselves, San Diego.